What's up, everyone? I'm back at y'all with another video. Now, for this one, this could be one final ranking of the Fast and Furious franchise from worst to best up until Fast 9 comes out. And I would probably, of course, I will review Fast 9 next year and then probably add it to my, ranking. So yeah, I would rank this franchise a lot. And I also reviewed this franchise a lot. And this could be my final time I reviewed this whole entire franchise. And now one final ranking for this entire franchise up until Fast 9 comes out. And then I'll review Fast 9 and add it to my ranking. So yeah, now let's begin now. Before I even start this ranking, this is my opinion. And I love each and every one of these movies. And before I start, I want to drink the Sprite. Alright. So I love each and every one of these movies. I don't think none of these movies are necessarily bad movies. It's my least. It's just because my least favorite doesn't mean it's going to be a bad movie. I just like the ones above this a little bit more. So yeah, coming in at my number 9 is Fast and Furious, the 4th Fast and Furious movie. Now, this film, they try to bring everyone back, of course, and the story is Dom tries to have revenge because the person that killed Letty, and of course, we find out towards later on in the franchise that she comes back, that she ain't really dead. So yeah, Fast and Furious, it's a decent movie. There are a lot of slow parts. That's what brings this movie down, but there are some good action scenes in the film. So yeah, Fast and Furious is number 9. So yeah, it's sort of enjoyable, It does have some great soundtrack in it. Coming in at my number 8 is Too Fast, Too Furious. Now, I think this movie is a little bit better than the 4th one, of course. Too Fast, Too Furious is an entertaining film. The comedy scenes in this film were good, too. When they introduce you to Roman Pierce. Like, Tyrese Gibson's character, Roman Pierce. What's crazy is, it's almost like, this phrase is almost like Marvel from the start because they introduce new characters and they bring them back in the franchise. So yeah, this franchise is like a superhero franchise now. And Too Fast, Too Furious is an amazing film in my opinion. The racing scenes are great. The comedy scenes between Paul Walker and Tyrese Gibson, their comedic relief was great. So yeah, this film is good. There are a little bit of slow parts, a little bit of it in this film. Not as much as the 4th movie, but a little bit of slow parts in here and there in the movie. And then you got the weaker villain, And in my Fast and Furious movie, I want a freaking awesome villain. So yeah, Too Fast, Too Furious is at my number 8 spot. Coming in at my number 7 spot is the Fast and the Furious, the original Fast and Furious movie. Now, a lot of people consider this as a Point Break ripoff. I've never seen the movie Point Break, but I might check that out one day. But this film is great, because that's when Vin Diesel and Paul Walker first met in the film. Brian O'Connor and Dom, they first met in the film, and then you got their chemistry in this film. They have awesome chemistry in here, and then we have some good racing scenes in the mix. And then at first, Dom and Brian hate each other or something. The point about the story is Brian wants to arrest Dom for what he did in the past or something. And then, and they end up becoming friends and stuff. And stuff in this film. So it's a great film. I enjoy this film a lot. This is my favorite. So my number 6 is Fast and Furious 6. Fast and Furious 6, when I saw this movie in the theater, I was like, holy shit, this movie's great. Now, Fast and Furious 6, I enjoyed this movie basically from start to finish. Of course, at the end of Fast 5, they had an end credit scene of you found out Letty was still alive. And then in the story, that's basically what the story's about. It's like Dom wants to help out Hobbs while Hobbs helps out Dom. Try to get Letty back. It's like Hobbs trying to capture these bad guys while Dom wants to get Letty back. So it's like they're basically helping each other out in this movie. And then they introduce some new characters in this film. And you got some awesome fight scenes. They introduce you to a new villain named Owen Shaw. And then at the end credit scene in this movie, you found out who killed Han, and that was Jason Statham that done it. You know, Deckard Shaw that done it. So yeah, this film is a very fun movie. I enjoy it. It just ain't my favorite. And I can't wait to see how Han survived in Fast 9. Cannot freaking wait. So yeah. Fast and Furious 6 is at my number 6. Coming in at my number 5 is, from here on out, these films are good to just fantastic. Coming in at my number 5 is Fast 8, The Fate of the Furious. Now this film is a very fun movie. I love this movie from start to finish. I barely have any negatives to say about this movie. The fight scenes are great. The opening scene, that racing opening scene was freaking fantastic. The soundtrack is awesome. I loved how big this movie felt, you know. And Dom turns back on his family, which is, you have some good story details in there. And this film is a very, very good movie. I enjoyed this film from start to finish. I don't think I have any negatives to say about this film. From here on out, these movies, I barely have any negatives to say about these movies. So yeah, Fast 8, The Fate of the Furious is at my number 5. Coming in at my number 4, this could be a controversial pick because a lot of freaking people hate this movie. But the thing is, there's more people loving it now than it's ever been. Kind of like Halloween 3, you know, it's starting to get a cult following. So yeah, my number 4 is The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Now the reason I put this so high up is because this is the first one I watched, and this is what got me into the franchise. This movie was so good. I love the setting in Tokyo. The color scheme in this movie is just freaking amazing. They introduced you to a new character named Sean Boswell. And of course, he's going to be back in Fast 9. And I cannot wait to see his character be back in Fast 9. Of course, he had a few minutes cameo in Furious 7 too. So can't wait to see him play a bigger part in Fast 9. I hope he gets at least a little bit bigger part in Fast 9. But yeah, this movie, of course, he played the main character in this one. And this movie, I enjoy it a lot. This movie, the story evolves around racing. And this movie is about drifting, racing. And you have some decent fight scenes, not that good fight scenes, but the racing scenes in this movie were fantastic. And so yeah, this movie is number 4. I barely have any negatives to say about this movie other than I love this movie a lot. Coming in at my number 3 is, now we're at my top 3. My number 3 is Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, the Fast and Furious spinoff. Now this movie is so fun, so entertaining, so much action. The villain Briggs, and like I said, I want my villains to be awesome in these movies. And Brixton, you played a fantastic villain, and in this movie, the action was great. They were just the Rock, just whooping ass left and right. I love this movie a lot. You know, this movie is freaking very entertaining. Love this movie a lot. If you love Fast and Furious, you'd probably love this movie. Of course, a lot of the main characters ain't in this movie, but there are 2 of the characters from the franchise that are in it, and that is Hobbs and Shaw, you know? So yeah, this movie, fantastic movie, awesome spinoff. Coming in at number 2, sometimes these movies can keep switching back and forth because these movies are definition how to make some great, awesome action movies. Now, number 2 is Fast 5. Now, Fast 5 is so freaking good. It is very good. The action is great. Hobbs, you know, they introduced the character Hobbs, and at first he's the villain, sort of, you know. Try to capture the team, because of course the teams was criminals, used to be criminals and stuff. They kind of are still in this movie, but Hobbs is sort of the main antagonist, and in this film that they have to go up against basically, and then by the end of it, he teams up with the team. Of course, you have some. I love that part when they freaking the whole team race with some freaking cop cars. This is the film that they bring all the characters back from the original franchise, except Sean Boswell from Tokyo Drift, but they bring back Tyrese Gibson and Chazelle. They bring back, you know, Roman Pierce, Chazelle and stuff. They bring back a lot of characters from the old other movies. In this movie, as actually start to finish, you got that awesome epic fight scene between The Rock and Vin Diesel. There's so much to like about this movie, and you got the ending scene where they got all the money, and then they end up being rich. And you had that awesome music by the end of the film, that's freaking awesome. Love Fast 5. Coming in at my number 1 is Furious 7. I think this might always be my favorite, because this film, what they've captured in this movie was amazing, what they had to deal with, you know, because of Paul Walker's passing. And in this film, they delivered on the action, everything I want in this franchise. The action, racing, explosions, freaking fight scenes, freaking story and everything, you know, because in this movie, you feel for, like, you understand the villain's point of view. That's what I love about the villain. You understand his point of view. And, you know, because Jason Statham's character, Deckard Shaw, wants revenge for the team who tried to almost kill his brother, while they want revenge of him for killing Han. So you have both sides that you understand both sides. So this film has awesome action, and Jason Statham played a badass villain in this movie. And then you got the send off from Paul Walker, which is the rest in peace to Paul Walker. And by the end of the movie, so yeah, this movie is a straight up just 10 out of 10 film to me. Furious 7 is awesome. If Fast 9 tops this movie, I would freak the hell out. If they top this movie somehow, that would be one damn good Fast and Furious movie. If they even top Fast 5, I would be like, man, y'all did it again, you know, because that's what I would be like. So yeah, Furious 7, damn good movie. I enjoyed this movie from start to finish. I don't have no negatives, 0 negatives. I can think of some, but I can't think of none, because there's no negatives I can say about this movie. So Furious 7 is my number 1. Love this movie to death. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share. Also hit the bell so you know when a new video is uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm out. Peace.